Good morning. It's February 28th, 2024. And I say that to put a timestamp on it because what I say today it applies in a general sense, but we are moving together in these meditations vibrationally together every week. And the energy, when you come here in person or watch later, folds into, just like a wave, the overall matrix for what is happening on the earth right now. There's a harmonic convergence kicked off. It's the divine plan, and we are energizing and awakening. Well, we finished the geophysical points on the earth quite some time ago. So now it's the recalcitrant, the more stubborn, the humanoids who promise to come and wake up and to carry forth these initiatives and cohesive groups. And we're a little bit stuck in our ways or surrounded by people who really don't get us, so we kind of contract. So that just can't happen moving forward. The entire divine plan depends on us stepping out of a reality that in our core being is a fabrication built on fear, illusion, and it will not stand the test of time. So as you begin to understand the truth of it all and the nature of your being is having some pretty amazing abilities to see potential futures and to create them through your creative imagination in these high vibrational states. Game changer. Absolutely new realm on earth. And that's it. That's how we're going to do it. So it's an amazing that tomorrow, February 29th, is the day out of time. It's a day out of time because usually it's not part of February. And it's this, let's look at it as a magical portal. We can go into this day at a time, which doesn't belong to anybody. It's like an extra that just kind of comes around every once in a while. It's like Brigadoon and Shangri-La, those movies that I saw as a child, where humans would sometimes get lost. Think about that, the metaphor, getting lost and finding their way into a realm of humans who are kind, who sang and danced a lot, but of course it was a musical. That was a joke. But they seem to have some key to the kingdom for living heaven on earth. So what if we imagine with our creative imagination, which can go anywhere, we'll drop into our meditation and we will go into this day out of time and make it a day where time and space morphed to our intention and land here and create almost like a healthy parasite, a healthy virus, a takeover of something different and brighter and benevolent. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to get ready now to drop into the meditation. And I often say, just for those of you that might be new, or even those of you who are here every week, I say I ask and intend to set a sacred space. I go into an octahedron, and this is it. I'm going to take a look at this, and it is a pyramid on top, pyramid on the bottom. It's an octahedron. So when I say go into a sacred space, make this about 10 feet tall, and you're inside it. Your head is here, your feet are here. What is the beauty of this? Because everything in the fabric of space and time is of a geometric nature. However, of course, it's moving. It's like those DNA toroidal. There's lots of ways to explain it and look at it, but I'm sure you've seen diagrams and even moving diagrams. But your soul, your consciousness during these meditations, we're going to park in an octahedron Why? Two things. We can remove everybody else's energy, everybody else's ideas about us, our anchors, our cording thoughts, and then we remove even our own thoughts. So this is a non-polluted state with earthly thoughts, which are all based in the past and fear. And imagine that you are floating here and you are free to experience your divine, absolute free consciousness. So just kind of block this in your mind, because in a moment I'm going to say, we ask and intend to set a sacred space, and that's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. Just drop into your sit bones, into your body, and let go of today's agenda, tomorrow's, the rest of your lives, actually, because it'll be more the same. Because we're going to bring through a lightning bolt. A lightning bolt. Interesting, I got that image. A lightning bolt, when it hits moisture, changes the DNA, the very blueprint of life. They've proven that. When lightning hits anything with water in it, and we are fully lit up beings, it changes the DNA. Many of Cheryl Yarnbrock Rose's paintings of divine feminine goddesses have helix DNA, beautiful curls extending from the regular hair. And this imagery reminds us that we can bring in intense bolts, sparks, any form of vibrational light that we choose. We just need the idea to do it. Just the way all milestones are broken and overcome by humans. Someone thought to do it, to run faster, build better, jump higher, break apart the moving parts and see the potential. So I'm saying of all this so that we can understand the importance of what we're about to do and allowing ourselves to be the ones who can break codes and call in lightning. Here's an image of one time, guided by spirit. I was told to go to the labyrinth up on top of the Fairfax Hills, Marin County, USA. And of course, I've learned not to fight with the voice of spirit. Just keep dropping in to this magical place of readiness as I finish this story. And on the way, I saw my friend Anea in her kitchen window. When I went, knocked on the door, I said, I have an assignment. I'm going up to the labyrinth. She said, funny, because I was just kind of told to go there too. We drove up, and the entire Bay Area was having a storm of summer lightning. And the bolts were brilliant colors. And just for fun, I raised my hand. I said, watch this, Anea. I raised my hand so high, and I brought 3 fingers down, and I said, let there be light. And 3 lightning bolts came down right with my fingers. Coincidence? Co-creation with the angelic or galactic realms, or who knows? But I'm here to tell you, what if we are that powerful? What if that really did happen? And we're just sitting around making sure that we have the right brand of coffee because it tastes right. Think about the potential latent powers for goodness that reside in your DNA now waiting for a bolt of electricity. Interesting. Hold on 1 second. Hey Siri, stop the music. Fascinating. I didn't even know it was on. But as I was expanding into my more subtle vibrational states, it sounded like I had a band in the room. Take a deep breath through your nose, not through your mouth. And you might want to open your hands. Open your hands to receive this light. We ask and intend to set a sacred space, place ourselves in a geometric structure, and we also intend that we are infinitely safe and sound in our physical body during this entire process. And there's parts we won't exactly know, so we're going to write a script, a wish list, and as I am speaking, your mind is going to come up with your wish list because this is your fabrication. This is your decree, command, ask for divine light to come into your body as a circuit board to let it flow into the earth realm. Take another deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. We ask and intend that the gates of heaven open, which are full of very high, beautiful, I picture them as luscious, gorgeous rainbow flows of light. And before we ask them to come towards us, before we ask anything in our lives to occur, let's be specific. I ask and intend that this bolting bright light will come down, and I will allow it to come through my hands and to bathe my body, and I will carry this light forward from this moment through this portal of a day out of time. I ask that every human on earth is able to see the truth, not with their eyes, but with the ears and eyes of their heart. I ask that guns are dropped. I ask that hearts are opened. I ask that all those that grow food realize that toxicity is unthinkable moving forward. I ask that the automobile makers create cars that we can fly with our consciousness without gas. I ask that all children are loved, are adored before they are born, and have all that they need to flourish in development and grow. I ask that our waters are cleared, our air is cleared through clear thinking, scientists, adults, and activists and evolutionary beings to institute impeccable initiatives that are taken as mandates because they're right. There's no resistance, there is no fighting. People are ready, open, and willing to live their lives in truth, beauty, love, and goodness, free of disease, free of aging, and free of confusion as to the nature of their innate divinity. So add in your requests, small, large, universal. I'm going to say an angelic prayer now to create this movement of energy from heaven in preparation. I'm going to lay down the fiber optic cables and the beings that will be here assisting us and flowing this energy through, with, and for us in the proper wattage for this to occur comfortably and safely. Hom ne ririanaya kura niruria kaya mur jiturukuyani. We open our third eyes. We open our crown chakra. And we open our hands. And we allow the flow through the creator, source, God of all that is, matrix, for this elixir of light that is perfect for each of us, based on our physiology, our role, and our own wish list. We now allow this energy to come from the central universe down towards us. We notice how bright. This is a very, very, very potent, bright bolt of light that is not hot, but it is bright in intensity and potency and vibrancy. And this energy now, as if there is the brilliant, pure light of heaven, of all dancing colors, is now resting into your hands first, so you can sense and feel the safety. Let it sink into your skin and permeate the bones and tissues of your hands. Now allow it to bathe and to begin to be absorbed into your skull, your crown chakra. Let this bright light come down into your brain tissue and matrix, bathing, pulsing, reassuringly that this is a safe bath of lightening, to lighten up, to become light. It's as if you are a magnet and you are pulling in this light, that it is a match. And the colors, the magnificent colors, are flowing in some areas, pockets of pure tone, frequency, color, into different parts of your being. And that you yourself are being rebalanced, rehomogenized into a greater harmonic glow than ever before. Let this energy come into any part of your bones, your vertebrae, muscles, tissues, tongue, eyes, to restore, refresh, and heal. And stretch out and tease any areas that are a little dense, a little stuck together. It's like a fine-tooth comb of pure light, soothing. It's as if the Mother, Father, God is here, preening, smoothing, loving, and reassuring this earth body that all is well. Let that be your feeling to receive this now into your abdomen, your stomach, your pelvis, your rib cage, your lungs, your back, shoulders, hips, upper legs, knees, and lower legs. You never thought absorbing a bolt of lightning could be so safe and easy. Notice how bright your body feels, the light behind your eyes, bright. One more nice breath of integration. And again, we ask that this settle in perfect orientation to our role and mission as beings here to be transformative agents for Earth. And now we imagine this energy is streaming out almost as if you could see music and its different notes streaming out of your skin, of your etheric body, that you are radiating out in a beautiful, gentle background, luscious noise that is healing and comforting and draws others in. And just as the music that I had on, my system here in the office was barely perceptible because I didn't have eyes to hear. I was in my normal consciousness. When we drop into our subtle states, those that are ready to see and hear and receive the light that you are offering by your presence will suddenly hear it like a band in their space. Trust the process of how we are shifting humans' thoughts and hearts and actions through you. Let yourself be this light. Now, make a little check anywhere in your body, your upper neck, your shoulders. Is there any part that is not completely saturated with this pure light? Mid-back, waist, toes to the fingertips, to the top of the head, streaming light in a perfect, coherent, symmetrical fashion. Beautiful. So what you are holding, which you have chosen to be this light, we ask and intend that it stabilize and stay present. We integrate it, we anchor it into our being. And in the next 24 hours, we imagine that we ourselves, our beingness, is a magic carpet. As those that sense their desire for change, their desire to release the density. And we ask that this subtle, beautiful, lace-like symphony that you are exuding through this light envelopes all that you meet. They're allowed to be lifted up, to feel calmer and more hopeful, brighter in your presence. We also know through the quantum field, simply through our intention, that we are sending these streamers out into our homes every inch, into our block we live on, the city we reside in, through the state and through the country, and wind it around like streamers, wind it around until it reconnects with itself. As you have circled the earth in all directions with these light strings, a pure vibrational light from source. So we are reweaving the grid, the fabric of the grid, and we are guiding it with our consciousness. We are simply filling in these tubes of light with this color and the frequency flow. And we are attaching and anchoring in all the connections back to us. And we see the beings on this call and those that will watch us in the future, we sense and see the streams that all of us are putting out. It's like a spirograph game, but real, sending out gorgeous, gyrating, spiraling, colorful movement that is not static, but gently pulsing to the absolute universal pulse. Feel that in your heart as you are synchronizing with the all that is effortlessly. Feel how your body is happy. Feel the lightness of your body. We ask and intend that any thoughts and doubts or heaviness or patterns bounce off this energy field. We intend to hold this energetic grid as our truth of what we choose, how we want to be, and just enjoy it and allow it. Excellent. So I think we have created enough pulsing, enough connection that it is profoundly permanent. So let's very gently come back here, bring our focus back here into this reality, and notice it's not like you went from room A to room B and then you went back to A. No, we're staying in B. We are choosing this sense of expanded lightness. We're not going back anywhere. Don't even give it a thought. So let's put a beautiful golden resilient egg around our entire energetic field right now. And take a breath, and it's just like, I don't know, there's some words. Hallelujah. Wonderful. Thank you for all the teachers and the physics and the spiritual beings that allowed us to understand the physics, the natural ability for us to have these different states and to choose it and stay there with other people we like and build communities. And there you go, a new world. So thank you for listening in here live or in the future. I'm Jan Jorgensen at soundandlighthealingarts.com. When I say that slow and really listen to what it means, I think it's perfect. I just love it. Okay. Thanks for joining in. Bye-bye.